Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Gramy dalej w Alana Wake'a.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
No to zapisz nowe kartki i po problemie. Nową książkę napiszesz pod wpływem...
Good evening, Alan.
Siema.
Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Gdzie mój rewolwer?
This
Hey,
corridor
Marshall.
is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
No idę. Winda? Winda! Jestem. No, klikaj. Klikaj, jestem.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
Co się jej
You're in a
zrobił?
very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
No, idziesz? On by pewnie wcześniej wyszedł, tylko ja go zablokowałem. No to będziemy w ciszej iść. Tup, tup, tup. Śledzę cię. Otwieraj. Nie ma tu niczego ciekawego? Nie.
We go this way, Alan.
I
No
wasn't
idziemy.
ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Która godzina? Jak to czytać? No, doktorku.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring.
Tam była ta wyspa?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
Aha.
Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
No co, nadciągam rok.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Czemu się spodziewa, że mrok zaraz
Let's go
przyjdzie?
inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's
What the-
wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson.
Okej.
Mr. Wake is confused enough as it
No,
is.
już mnie irytujesz.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
No bo...
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Mhm. No. No coś wysnało?
Now,
Kawa.
you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Chodźmy stąd. No idziesz, żeż. Dobra, a to tu jest doktor. Sorry. O, czytaj co jest. Witamy w Cauldron Lake Lounge. Zapewniamy Ci specjalistyczną opiekę, którą potrzebujesz. Prosimy jednocześnie o przestrzeganie następujących reguł. Ustal pory odwiedzin wcześniej tak, by nie kolidowały z zajęciami terapeutycznymi i pracą twórczą. Szanuj prywatność pozostałych kuracjuszy, szczególnie jeśli zajmują się właśnie pracą twórczą. Okaż cierpliwość. Lecimy długotrwałe problemy twórcze, których nie rozwiąże się w przeciągu kilku dni. Daj sobie czas i nam. Pamiętaj, że leczenie jest dobrowolne, a cała terapia została dostosowana do Twoich potrzeb. Zaangażowanie i jego bliźniacza odmiana przypływ sprawdzają się najlepiej, gdy aktywnie uczestniczysz w ich kształtowaniu. W razie wątpliwości pytaj śmiało. Nie. Co ja tu słyszę?
My rheumatism's killing me.
Młotek.
There's a storm coming.
A to jest Night
what a
Springs, co
storm.
ten...
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Telewizji.
two are the Anderson brothers.
O,
Odin
to
and
tam mnie zaciekawiło, co maluje.
a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete
Co
the
ty
image
malujesz?
of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Mhm. No idziemy dalej. Ja chcę...
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
Ciemność.
Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Gdzieś to ukrył.
My head. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Zane czuł, że jego wiersze przybierają kształt i tworzą rzeczywistość. Niemal czuł moc wypływającą z klawiszy maszyny do pisania. Był podekscytowany, lecz nie mógł pozbyć się lęku. Zarzuciłby to, gdyby nie jego młody pomocnik Emil, który przekonał go, by tworzyć dalej. Emil równie umiejętnie używał słów.
It was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah,
Nie chcę widzieć tamte.
no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
No,
I
to
just
znowu.
noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they?
Przecież właśnie,
Memory and thought.
ty jesteś Odyn?
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place
Dobra,
gives you power.
biednie.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room
Dobra.
by those stairs, Wake.
Dobra, idę już do tego. O!
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Czemu cię przejmuje na ten
I think
mrok?
I made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
To Alan, napisz, że uratowałeś ją. Jak historia ma się stać prawdą, no to...
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
O, kawa. Tup, biegniemy po termos. Jakby nas mrok gonił. Mamy kawę. I do pokoju. O! Kod QR. Dobra, potem sobie sprawdzę co to.
I knew I couldn't,
Albo już.
but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Dobra, Alan, gadaj, zajmuj ludzi, tak? No. Na YouTube'a to odnosi? Co to jest? Wizja trzecia, Remedy.
The mist, a caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away. A blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death.
Skończył się filmik. Czyli ukryty, prywatny filmik na kanale Remedy. I co, Alan? Będziesz coś pisał?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
A to... O, strona.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Usta Hartmana nie zamykały się, gdy odprowadzał Barry'ego po swoim ośrodku. Rozsadzała go duma, ciągnął niekończące się opowieści o swoich trofeach myśliwskich. Barry był wprawdzie pod wrażeniem, ale nie zapomniał, że przybył w interesach. Uniósł głos, by przetrwać ciągnący się monolog. Ej, Hartman, gdzie jest Al? Doktor urwał w pół zdania, zły, że mu przerwano. Skinął na ogromnego sanitariusza, ten uśmiechnął się i wprawnym ruchem położył ciężką dłoń na ramieniu Barry'ego. Barry, gdzieś jesteś?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Ty, ziomek, gdzie ten twój plastikowy młotek, a nie taki? Idź do biura Hartmana. Dobra, idziemy. Co zbadaj?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I
Ty,
knew the man
Barry,
next to
to ty?
Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Barry?
O,
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
dobra.
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
To dalej nie wiem, po co wziąłeś kartonowego mnie. Ale załóżmy na podmiankę.
Pages I had on me. And more.
Oj.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
No i mrok. Mogłeś chociaż Hartmana wypuścić. A nie z tym złowieszczym uśmieszkiem. O, mam stronę.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Hartman obserwował przez lornetkę lot Wake'a, a gdy ten uderzył w wodę, nakazał Jackowi popłynąć po pisarzach. Miejsce upadku było doskonale widoczne nawet w jasnym świetle reflektorów na łodzi, gdyż paląca się raca nadal unosiła się na powierzchni jeziora. Jack podkręcił radio, aż ostre, brzęczące dźwięki przebiły się przez warkot silnika. Anderson z pewnością spodobało się to brzmienie, ale Hartman nie wysłuchiwał się w muzykę, liczyło się tylko to, że wreszcie miał Wake'a w zasięgu ręki.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
No, ja chcę ja chcę latarkę. Twój zamek? Czemu ciemność idzie do mnie? Dajcie mnie latarkę. Dajcie mnie latarkę. Albo 2 latarki.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
No, potrzebuję latarki. Ale to padnie wszystko. No, fajnie. Fajnie. Ucieknij z klinik. Tu nie przejdę. Tu jest jedyne światło, które zaraz padnie. No pewnie. To do góry? Na pięterko. Alan, uciekaj na pięterko. Tak, generator. Odpalaj go. No Kurde, za szybko, panikuję. Odpal. Na to zbliżenie. Oświeć to. O, wszystko to pada. Dobrze, niech padnie. Bardziej niech to pada. Coś tu dynda. Tu coś jeszcze jest? Nie. Już się wystraszyłem jakiegoś ptaka. Mogę przejść? Chcę przejść. No meble, zostawcie mnie. Ała. No to w lewo. Ja co? Ty, jest no... Noż. Meble, zostawcie mnie w spokoju. Są pod dachem. Mam tu odpalić racę, czy co? Dobra, raca. Miśki zniknęły, mogę przejść. A jakby raca nie wystarczyła, to co? Strona maszynopisu. Będzie...
He was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here. Damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Hartman doskonale zdawał sobie sprawę, że nie ma duszy twórcy. Nie miał nawet zamiaru próbować swych sił w tej dziedzinie. A już na pewno nie chciał skończyć jak każdy z artystów, z którymi pracował. Wyniszczony w nienadający się opisać sposób. Jemu wystarczyło kontrolowanie ich zapędów twórczych. Chciał być producentem. Zresztą większość z nich tego właśnie potrzebowała. Oczywiście odpowiedni materiał trafił się nad wyraz rzadko. A tu co? Night Springs. I kolejne trofeum wpadło. Sporo. Tylko muzyka jest tak głośna, że nie usłyszymy telewizji, tak? Doom Samaritan. No nic nie słychać. Dobra, ja to daruję, bo i tak nic nie chcę słychać. Ciemność, odpuść sobie. Daj mnie spokój. Spokój. Prawo. Tu. No kulka. Otwieraj. Otwieraj drzwi. No otwieraj drzwi. Zakładam, że ty masz otworzyć. O. Dziękuję. No przesuń się. Ups. No. Było blisko. Było bardzo blisko. Otworzyło drzwi. Kulka. Otwieraj. Bo tu więcej coś? Tu jeszcze mogę. No widzę cię, kulka. Tu mogę się schować, okej. No, chodź kula. Chodź. No, chodź. Dobra, biegnę. Obok kulki. Chodź teraz w tą stronę. I tu mi otworzysz. Otworzysz mi to. No. I unik. No, nie wyszedł. No. Krzesło. Kulka, otwieraj drzwi. Dziękuję za otwarcie. Ale proszę cię, nie zabij mnie. Mogę w ciebie strzelać? W sumie nie wiem po co. No, o, dziękuję, otwarte. Teraz tutaj. Dajesz? No, tu. No. I łonik! Nie. No. Znowu się tu dałem złapać. I co, do 15 razy sztuka? No dajesz. Otwórz to, otwórz. Otwórz. Dobra, otwarte. Kulka. Otwórz mi to. Dziękuję. I idę stąd. No od początku tak mogło to otwierać. Jest jakaś strona. To ty bary świecisz? To ty bary świecisz. Co taka cisza? No spokojnie, bary. To po co? Dobra. Dziękuję. Co to? A, no nie. Ty jeszcze mi baterię przekazałeś? Bary. Dobra, dzięki. Czemu się tu drzewa łamią? I zginąłem pewnie. A ja może mogę w to strzelać? Gdzie tu jeszcze jest? Nie ma sensu. No idę. No świecę. Nie ma. Jest zapis. No dom... A dom się uspokoił. Idziemy przez labirynt. To idę w lewo, bo tutaj nic nie ma. Gdzieś tu na pewno... Aha. Evil guys. No to gdzie... O, siema. Powiedz, że nie ma nikogo za mną. I? No pewnie, że jest. Tam. Nikogo. O. Don't trust Emil. Kto to Emil? A, ten co z tym. O. Ten pisarza, asystent. Co tu?
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Gapiłem się na wiklińskie akcesoria walające się wokół czegoś, czego nie mogłem się tu spodziewać. Wielkiej sceny z kompletnym systemem nagłośnienia, wszystkimi bajerami i smokiem. Trzeba było szczególnej odmiany szaleństwa, by postawić coś takiego na szczerym polu. Ryk muzyki dziwnie pasował do ogłuszającego pogmułku, z jakim otwarło się niebo. Gdzie ten smok? No znowu. Dobra. Ja się pytam, skąd ty ich widzisz? O nie. Dobra, wraca. Świeć na niego. Świeć. I przeładuj. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A na tego unik. Unik to miał być. Dobra. Nie ma. Ale przydałaby ci się amunicja, wiesz? Idziemy dalej. A mogę nie iść tu? Ktoś tu ewidentnie jest. Chcę oglądać telewizję. O, siema. A to ty! Jeszcze te kruki. No kruki sio! No... Bo nie lubię siekiery. Dziękuję. Brony sio. Przeładuj, Alan. No, oj, bateryjkę weź. Dobra, ubita. A tu co jest? Pewnie więcej amunicji. O, jeszcze rakietnica. Termos. Termos najważniejszy. Ale ptactwo. O, dzień dobry. Wiecie co? A, macie. Macie! Tylko ktoś tutaj jeszcze... Nie? Nie, czemu tu coś słyszę? Czemu tu się coś odzywa? O, może będzie amunicja? Skoro jest zapis. O, jest coś ciekawszego. Strzelba. I maszynopis.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Mott wiedział, że Wake jest od niego sprytniejszy. Poza tym miał pieniądze, piękną żonę, słowem wszystko. Hartman twierdził, że Wake jest ważny, a to stawiało go wyżej od Motta. Teraz jednak to Mott dyktował warunki. Spodziewał się, że Wake będzie skomleć i płaszczyć się. Ale nie, pisarz zdawał się być gotów do walki. Mott wiedział, że zaraz mu za skórę. Gdyby jeszcze faktycznie miał jego żonę, ta myśl przyprawiała go o dreszcz. Osiągnięto punkt zapisu. No to by było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Dziękuję, że byliście. Dziękuję za uwagę. Do następnego. Cześć.